be on the lookout for that. What is good, guys? I'm back with another video, and I'm sorry for the laughing, but this review I have is for the new movie that's in theaters right now, The Mummy. Now, this is not one of the best movies of the year, nor the worst. This is in between the middle. Now, in this review, I'm just going to talk about a lot of basic stuff. I'm just going to talk about what I like and what I don't like. I think so I don't really have to go a little bit overboard and also try to make these videos extra long than they need to be. Just get to the point is what I'm trying to do, basically. Now, what I like about this movie is that mostly the premise. The premise of this movie is really good on paper, and it sounds not that bad at all, with having Sofia Boutella basically being obsessed with power, then her power leads to her downfall of going to the evil and basically becoming a mummy from that way, and then her coming back now into the future, which is basically, I don't know what year this movie takes place in, but basically going to the future, what happens now with the mummy. It's a really interesting take, but this movie really does not execute the premise of that really well. It does it pretty poorly, to be honest with you. This movie really has a lot of problems. One, shoving down the dark universe down your throat. That's another one, and it's really, really annoying. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I want to do a universe that bad, but it doesn't really have to be forced down your throat. You know, just throw some stuff in there and then move on to tell the story of the mummy. And it sucks that it really isn't that good of a movie. I mean, I get the cast is okay. The cast is not bad. The story is kind of just, which I'll get into later on and with the stuff I don't like. But it kind of sucks. It's just hard. It's really hard. Okay, so a lot of stuff in this movie. The coolest scene to me, which I like also in this movie, is just the airplane sequence, which was shown in the trailer. It's pretty good. It's a good scene, and it was some okay jokes there. Some of it didn't work, and it felt like Tom Cruise was playing, I don't know what character from a movie, one of the previous movies he's done. It just felt like he was just playing one of those type of characters more than trying to play something brand new. I should say, maybe I should say that a little bit better, but I can't right now. Can't think, because this movie is really hard. It's making me really hard to think about. And I also forgot to add another thing, but also Russell Crowe was probably the best part about this movie too. I mean, he plays Mr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and I love in the scene that they do is they show you that what happens when he doesn't take, well, also I have to say this though, he takes a medicine that helps him control his alter ego, Mr. Hyde, from turning into himself. So he always takes injection shots to his right hand, which he has the glove on. And yeah, and there's also another scene in that movie where he doesn't take the medicine for his alter ego, and alter ego just comes out. And it was probably one of also the best parts about that movie too. It was really fun to watch, and I'm really excited to see what they are going to do with Russell Crowe's character, Mr. Hyde. So it's also interesting to see. Now I'm going to move into now what I don't like about this movie. Now, it's going to be really short, to be honest with you. I don't really think I had much to really talk about what I don't like, even though this movie really is not really that good. But what I don't like about this movie is that it does not explain a lot of things very well with this movie. It really just jumps into stuff. Now, the only backstory we really got is just from Sofia Boutella's character and the Egyptian stuff that happens. But the stuff that happens in this movie, which I'm not going to really give away, but maybe who cares, man, so I might just say it anyway. But the recent stuff that happened and the end of it just really felt like really confusing. And I'm thinking in my head while watching it, like, why would they do this? I like, so what, why would you do this, and where does this go now, and how can you explain this? And I don't think you're going to get a Mummy 2 right now. At the time of this recording, the movie's not doing really well in box office rise, but if they really want to continue this, where does this go for Tom Cruise? does Sophia Botella come back? Which I think she really does, because I liked her Mummy and it was kind of interesting to see. So I hoped she comes back, but it and it's a lot of questions. Does a lot of questions with this movie, but does Russell Crowe get his own movie, or do you shove him in other people's movies? So it brings a lot of questions here, and I know that they're going backtracking and stuff now, saying that, oh, we need to rethink stuff. I know Alex Kurtzman have said that he's gonna rethink things and all that stuff. It's typical stuff when the movie fails. They say stuff like that, but it's really curious to me. It really is. This movie is really just a big bottle of just what the fuck. To be honest with you, this movie didn't really need to be made. To be honest with you, you could have just had all this stuff in. Let me guess. You could have had this in another movie, someone else's movie, or if they do their big team movie, which God knows, I don't know how the hell that's going to do or what it's going to be. You can just have the Mummy in that, but or have the Mummy as the villain. They could have had that. I mean, that's an idea right there. But man, like, what the fuck with this movie, man? I really can't recommend this movie to see in theaters. If this movie was on Netflix, I would tell people to just watch it and see what you can get from this movie, because it's going to divide people. Probably not divide people, but probably a lot of people are not going to like this movie. But I thought it was okay. I thought it's what I rate this movie, I'll give it not a 6, but maybe a 5.5 out of 10. I think that's the best score I can give this movie, is a 5.5 out of 10. It had a premise that was really good but didn't deliver, with a mediocre just storytelling in general, which really did not make the movie fun to watch. It made it confusing. It made it also annoying that we have these annoying Tom Cruise tropes and stuff that he does in a lot of movies. Man, I don't hate Tom Cruise, but I just, like, come on. I don't know, maybe was Tom Cruise the right person to be in this movie, but I really don't know. But thank you if you're watching this video. Click the like button if you like this video, and if you have seen The Mummy, let me know in the comments section below, because I'm really interested to see what people's opinions about this movie. And if you want to see videos from me, please subscribe, and I'm going to make an announcement video of where my channel is going to be and what content I'm putting up there, so be on the lookout for that.